Hi, this is Ife of Ife360 TV and I am back with another video. But today I'm talking about what I ate to help with Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, PCOS. But before we get started, I want you to hit that like button. Let's get this video to 78 likes. You're probably wondering, what does PCOS diet or PCOS have to do with hair or natural hair? Well, PCOS is connected to hair loss and hair thinning, and I wanted to let others know who might be experiencing hair issues. Perhaps this might shed a light on what you might be going through. So check out my PCOS series if you need more info, and also check out my first video where I talk about PCOS and hair thinning as well. I just did my video on Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome and how I found out, the tests that I did and all that. I mentioned that I changed my diet a lot, and that sort of changed the results I got from my blood work. I was able to reduce the level of testosterone, levels of cholesterol change, all that sorts of things. Someone asked what was my diet, what was my PCOS diet as they call it. Now if you want to see that video where I talked about how I got tested and the results that I got, you can check for that link in the description box below. I don't want anyone to think that this is a diet that they must choose. Please remember to go to a doctor. I'm not qualified to tell anybody anything or do anything. And according to one of my friends, I diagnose myself. No, I don't diagnose myself. I go to a doctor all the time. I just decide if I want your treatment or not. Yeah. Savage. Now, when I first found out that I had PCOS, that I had Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, I found out that I had to change my diet because I was borderline diabetic. I was very close to having, I wasn't like full-blown diabetic and I wasn't clear. I was in between, almost there and not at the same time. I had to change everything. So I may have been eating a lot of sugar and flour and pastries, candy, once in a while ice cream. Now that I was borderline diabetic, I figured I might as well cut all those things out. I mean, I literally cut all those things out. Now, if you eat lots of sweets and sugary stuff and you know you have Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, you need to stop. No more. Okay, you might have to do it gradually to get yourself weaned off of it, but eventually you really have to just stop. No more of it. Hopefully that would help you, but you have to sustain it. So it's not you stop for one day or 1 week or 1 month. Like, you have to do this for a very long time, years. Because even though I had changed my diet, I was also checking my blood glucose levels every day with a monitor, those machines, those home kits. I also knew what my blood sugar levels were every day. Cut flour out of your diet, sugary foods, artificial sugars. I also stopped dairy. Oh, I also had no cheese, no milk, no meat, no eggs. Okay, let's just try this again. I don't want to tell you what to do. Let me tell you what I did. I cut out cow's milk, no more. Didn't do that anymore. No more. I started to use almond milk that I bought at the grocery, and eventually I started to make my own almond milk, which is very easy to do. It's just soak your almonds, blend it, drink it. It's pretty simple. So no more cow's milk, because those are filled with hormones. They're filled with estrogen and pus and also not stuff you don't want. So no more meat in my diet. I cut out all meats at first. And then my mother started to grow chickens at home. We had fresh, organic, homegrown chickens. That's what I ate for a while at home. But then I realized she was feeding them corn. Corn is GMO. I stopped that chicken as well. Right, so once I was able to eliminate a lot of the bad stuff, I started to incorporate a lot of good stuff. So lots of fruits and veggies. Now what I also did, especially in the beginning when I first found out I had PCOS, I went on a veggie smoothie blend, and I would do that every 2 to 3 hours. I would do that every day. So about 6 times a day I would have that. I did veggie, celery, carrots, apple. Sometimes I'll throw onion in there. Half an onion. I would blend that and I would do that. I dropped weight like that because I actually started to gain weight too, and I was starting to have problems losing weight, and I started to have problems maintaining my weight as well. I kind of found out at a good time, so I was able to rectify a lot of things that were happening with me in my body. I did that smoothie, that veggie smoothie blend, maybe a month. Now once I was able to reset my body, then all those things were out of my body. So what was I eating? I switched the type of flour that I use. So instead of white flour, I was using rye flour and spelt flour. Instead of white rice, I would use brown rice. And eventually my stomach couldn't handle brown rice anymore. For some reason, it irritated my stomach. And I had to have bulgur wheat. Some pastas I can eat, some pastas I couldn't eat. And I would usually be able to tell based on if I was getting irritable bowel syndrome. Drank a lot of water, as usual, a lot of nuts, a lot of seeds, flax seeds. I used a lot of fruits, a lot of bananas. I started having some aloe every day. Like, my diet completely turned upside down. For breakfast, for example, an example breakfast would have been, some days I'll have a smoothie. Some days I would have a cup of oats with some almond milk, raisins, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, cinnamon, and that would be my breakfast. Or I would have a smoothie first, then I would make soups with a lot of split peas or dal, as some people would say. I ate a lot of salads, a lot of fresh salads that I would make at home. Oh, and I also switched to a lot of provision, a lot of dasheen or taro. Even though white potatoes, they said you shouldn't eat white potatoes, I would eat white potatoes and it was okay. Sweet potatoes, Edos, pumpkin. Now we had an avocado tree, or Trini says zaboka. We had a lot of avocado trees in Trinidad as well, in our yards. I ate a lot of avocados too. Once I stopped eating meat, I mostly got my protein from split peas or dal, and I had that every day. So it may seem as though my diet was crazy, but it really wasn't. I think I was okay with it at that point in time. Changed the way my body worked. In addition to eating a lot of foods and different foods and changing my diet, I also started to exercise a lot. I did P90X religiously. I did it with a 6 days a week workout. I did P90X and I had a gut, and then I didn't have it anymore. I had ripped abs, I had so much stamina, I had a lot of energy, I had a lot of muscles. I was able to run a 5K non-stop, I think in like 35 minutes. It was interesting. Changing my whole diet, changing everything, really reset my body in a way. In addition to changing the foods that I ate, I also supplemented with a lot of supplements that are, regardless if you have PCOS or not, you probably can do this diet or have these supplements. And at first I used a lot of shark oil. I also used iodine, which is very important for your health and your organs, breast health, female organ health. I also took a lot of vitamin C, iodine, vitamin C, selenium from Brazil nut, and magnesium oil, which I sprayed, which is best absorbed through your skin. Oh, I also use a lot of quinoa. I use a lot of peas and beans. So a lot of lentil peas, chickpeas or garbanzo beans or chana, as we say in Trinidad. And if I did want dairy, I would actually make cottage cheese, which is actually really easy to make. Very simple to make as well, cottage cheese. If there's anything else that I've left out, I have a feeling I've forgotten something. Notice a while back that I tried this diet. And I did this for maybe a couple of years. I've changed locations. I've moved from Trinidad. This was in Trinidad. I moved from Trinidad to Bahamas, and from Bahamas to China. And within that change, I've modified my diet even more when I was in the Bahamas. I gained weight in the Bahamas for many different reasons. And now I'm in China. I've lost weight in China, so for many different reasons. Diet currently is totally modified. It's totally changed. But one thing I need to do, I need to do an ultrasound again and see what's going on. I need to do a test again to see if I still have Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. And when I do, I will let you all know. Of course I will. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you soon. See you all later. Ciao.